In Henry IV, Part 1, Harry Percy, known as Hotspur because of his battle-tested intensity and fiery temper, is obsessed with avenging his family's name by taking down the king, and he plans a rebellion against the monarch. Unsure of who he can trust, it's apparent these trust issues include his relationship with Kate, his wife, a marriage now lacking openness and intimacy. As Harry is all consumed by thoughts of war and vengeance, we witness as Kate bravely attempts to break through and help mend her husband's troublesome emotional state. It's clear Shakespeare understood the fragile nature of what we now know as PTSD.
The purpose you undertake is dangerous. The friends you have named uncertain, the time itself unsorted, in your whole plot too light for the counterpoise of so great an opposition. Say you so? Say you so? I say you are a shallow, cowardly hind, and you lie! What a lack brain is this? By the Lord, our plot is a good plot as ever was laid. Our friends true and constant and full of expectation. An excellent plot, very good friends. Is there not my father, my uncle, and myself? Lord Edmund Mortimer, my Lord of York, and Owen Glendower? Have I not all their letters to meet me in arms by the 9th of next month? And are they not some of them set forward already? Pagan rascal is this. An infidel. You shall see now in very sincerity of fear and cold heart will he to the king and lay open all our proceedings. We'll hang him. Let him tell the king. We are prepared. I will set forward tonight. How now, Kate? I must leave you within these 2 hours.
Oh, my good Lord, why are you thus alone? For what offense have I this fortnight been a banished woman from my Harry's bed? Tell me. Sweet Lord, what is it that takes from thee thy stomach, pleasure, and thy golden sleep? Why dost thou bend thine eyes upon the earth and start so often when thou sitt'st alone? Why hast thou lost the fresh blood in thy cheeks, and given up my treasures and my rights to thee to thick-eyed musing and cursed melancholy? In thy faint slumbers I by thee have watched and heard thee murmur tales of iron wars. Speak terms of manage to thy bounding steed, cry courage to the field. And thou hast talked of sallies and retires, of trenches, tents, of palisadoes, frontiers, parapets, of basilics, of cannon, culverin, of prisoners' ransom, and of soldiers slain, and all the currents of a heady fight. Thy spirit within thee hath been so at war, and thus hath so bestirred thee in thy sleep that beads of sweat have stood upon thy brow like bubbles in a late disturbed stream, and in thy face strange motions have appeared, such as we see when men restrain their breath on some great sudden What portents are these? Some heavy business hath my lord in hand, and I must know it, else he loves me not.
Sirrah! Fetch me my horse, lead him forth to the park.
But hear you, my lord.
What sayest thou, my lady?
What is it carries you away?
Why, my horse, my love, my horse.
Out, you mad-headed ape! A weasel hath not such a deal of spleen as you are tossed with. In faith, I'll know your business, Harry. I fear my brother Mortimer doth stir about his title and hath sent for you to line his enterprise, but if you go...
I'm so far afoot, I shall be weary, love.
Come, You parakeeto, answer me directly unto this question that I ask. In faith, I'll break thy little finger, Harry, if thou wilt not tell me all things true.
Away! Away, you trifler. Love? I love thee not. I care not for thee. This is no world to play with mammoths and to tilt with lips. We must have bloody noses and cracked crowns and pass them current too. God's me, where's my horse? Oh, what sayest thou, Kate? What wouldst thou have with me?
Do you not love me? Do you not indeed? Well, do not then, for since you love me not, I will not love myself. Do you not love me? Nay, tell me if you speak in jest or no.
Come. Wilt thou see me off? And when I am on horseback, I swear I will love thee infinitely. But hark you, Kate. I must not have you henceforth question me, whither I go, nor reason whereabout. Whither I must, I must. And to conclude this evening, must I leave you, gentle Kate. I know you wise, but yet no further wise than Harry Percy's wife. Thou wilt not utter what thou dost not know. And so far will I trust thee, gentle Kate.
How so far?
Not an inch further. But hark you, Kate. Whither I go, thither shall you go too. Today will I set forth, tomorrow you. Will this content you, Kate?
It must of force.